Thank you. We're taking a look at how Cincinnati tackled the first major snow event of the season.
If you recall, the city received a lot of criticism for the snow removal efforts after that winter storm back in January left streets really impassable for days.
Now, since then, the Department of Public Services has implemented new strategies that were put into action last night and this morning.
Yeah, Brenda Ordonez joins us live with how it went.
Trisha, Rob, a lot of what we heard from city officials and residents is that it was better than January, but there's still room for improvement. The director of the Cincinnati Department of Public Services said there were 80 plows out this morning and into last night covering the main roads to get them driving ready for this morning's commute. Now, if you were in a residential area like this one here in Mount Adams, you might not have started seeing plows until about 11 this morning. Riley says it's all a process that will hopefully be getting quicker as they acclimate to these new policies and procedures.
During the press conference earlier this year, the mayor mentioned that we would have all the roads cleared in 48 hours.
A goal the Department of Public Services is aiming for, but not quite ready to meet.
But it'll be a little while before we can really put those metrics together to say we can absolutely deliver in this time frame.
Director of Public Services Mark Riley says a situational assessment of their snow operations revealed cracks they're now filling, like adding more staffing and plow training, along with implementing a proactive pre-treatment process.
We're using a new beat heat liquid. So we're using a chemical along with to brine our streets before the event. So we're putting out a material so that it can help slow down the bonding process. That way, when we get to the residentials, you won't see a lot of the hard pack.
Crews started pre-treating roads at 8 a.m. Monday morning. During that process, the city used the snowplow tracker meant to help residents know what roads have been treated and plowed. It's a new strategy that saw some issues as the snow accumulated.
It was incredibly helpful for the DPS team as we worked through pre-treating all the city streets, which I think really resulted in great conditions this morning. It worked throughout the night, and then as a result of all of the increased interest, which we appreciate, we had some server issues.
Eric Jameson with the Office of Performance Data and Analytics says staff are working to get the app operational by the end of this week. And while they work on this app, they're also piloting another one that will be connected to 10 weather stations across the city that will give them a real-time look at road conditions.
We can also get the depth of the snow and also the road temperature. This will allow us the opportunity to know how we need to treat those particular areas.
The hope, these new strategies continue making a difference, which residents say they're already seeing.
They did do a great job as far as preparing some of the streets up here.
What grade would you give it?
I guess not knowing much, I give them a B+.
10 out of 10, honestly. Yeah, good job. Yeah, for sure.
Yes, and city officials also said that they will start using drones. You might wonder, how are drones going to be helping in the snow removal process? They said this is all, cutting back on the pen to paper, starting to use more technology. What they used to do, send supervisors out to calls for service when a road would be blocked and the snowplows wouldn't be able to get through. They'd have to send supervisors to assess the situation, come back and give the direct order for the crews to go out and work that situation. Well, now with these drones, instead of doing that, they're just going to be sending the drone up and seeing what's going on and seeing how they can work to solve that problem as quick as possible, really cutting down on that time. Of course, we're going to have more information about that on our website. But for now, in Mount Adams with photojournalist Amaris Evans, Brenda Ordonez, Fox 19 Now.